It's May 19th, 2025, and that means it's Third Ladder's 4th birthday, so yay. In these last 4 years, together you have contributed over $730,000 in grant support to organizations in 6 countries around the world. And what that means is each one of these years, you have directly impacted over 10,000 women, men, and children who desperately needed a ladder, and you showed up. Many of those organizations were on the brink of shutdown when we began, and it is your support that has helped to sustain the important work that they're doing. One of those organizations even sought to continue through direct services now provided by Third Ladder that are coming alongside veterans with PTSD, children with special needs, providing memory care and support services to women recovering from the impact of human trafficking. And we wanted to celebrate with you today what you have made possible and what we've been able to do together. I received a really beautiful letter from one of you last week that reminded me of something I've forgotten, and I wanted to share that with all of you. This gentleman referenced a note Third Ladder had mailed out a couple months back and what it had communicated to him, and he said this: "You defiantly claimed that I give to my other," meaning another, "when I give to Third Ladder, to a person tucked in the Andes Mountains within the corridors of exploitation and disinheritance, aiding belief that life can be beautiful without perversion, after it has been ugly without justification. You defiantly claimed I gave to another an ability I do not believe I have myself, that one who is lost and in dwindling self-confidence can contribute and receive worthiness, collective happiness, and share in the common good." And he closed with this: "Thank you for sharing a different view of who I am and who we are. I do not have to be an open-air prisoner of an economic regime that preys on my inner ache of loneliness for life to be interactive, kind, and affectionate. I have agency unknowingly being exercised to help people I may otherwise hurt and to receive their help, enterprise, and spiritual wealth of which I am desperately impoverished of in return." And when I read his words, they just completely took me off guard. And I thought to myself, if I can be part of anything that provides that for one person, I'm so grateful. And it feels like a tremendous honor. Most of my days, I wonder what I might have that could be meaningful to offer to somebody else, or what my particular purpose might be. And like many of you, I can also get caught in the throes of depression and trying to find my way out each time. And I heard yesterday a quote where somebody said the opposite of depression is not happiness, it's vitality. And I liked that definition, and I instantly thought, well, how do we measure vitality? And I recalled this story I haven't thought about in years, but I shared it many years ago with an audience. It's a true story of an elderly couple that was in a car accident, and they were brought to the ER, and their son was called. And when he arrived, they shared the difficult news that I believe it was his mother who had already passed away. And so he's looking at her body and beginning to grieve, but he saw that the monitor was still reflecting a heartbeat. And so he called the nurse over and he said, "You said she's gone, but her heart's still beating. How can that be?" And the nurse was perplexed for a moment until she realized that the couple was holding hands. They were still holding hands, and he was alive, and his heartbeat was beating through her. And I think that perhaps vitality for us is not only measured, or not best measured, in our own heartbeat as much as it is in what it passes on to another in theirs. We are big Marvel fans here in my household, and my husband and I went to see the new movie Thunderbolts a couple weeks ago. The villain in this movie takes people into what they refer to as the void. It's the dark spaces of their greatest regret, their greatest shame. And the heroes are trying to help a particular person out of that. And he's stuck in these rooms of shame where you have to watch your biggest regret, not once, but over and over and over and over. And they realize that the only way for him to come out is for him to find the worst room and to go through it. And the only way for him to be able to do that and to endure it is with the help of somebody else. And with Third Ladder, our mission is to extend a ladder to those who are suffering around the world. But one of you reminded me of the incredible opportunity we have in doing that, to be able to also do that for each other. May 19th is also the anniversary of my father's death. He died May 19th, 2020. And I'll never forget the phone call in 2021. We completed the paperwork for Third Ladder weeks before, and it was only supposed to have taken a couple weeks, but the country was in the throes of post-pandemic recovery, and nothing was happening on time or the way that it had before. And so when this woman called, her exact words to me were, "The day your organization came to life was May 19th. And I remembered a friend saying to me once, "Whenever there is death, look for the resurrection." So thank you for being part of this resurrection with us. So in honor of our 4th birthday, I would love to see if we can raise $4,000 towards this mission, towards this work today. And for the first 4 of you that are able to help us do that, I'd love to special order one of these cool little Yeti third ladder coffee cups that I love so much. Because when you look at the coffee cup, I want you to see it as a token of our gratitude and appreciation, but also a reminder that whatever room you find yourself in today, we are there standing with you. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey as we come together to walk alongside others around the world who need that help and support to continue their path forward as well. So happy birthday, Third Ladder.